Do not forgive your ex. I know that all of the videos that you've been watching about forgiveness have a commonality, a common theme. And the common theme is that forgiveness is for you, it's not for them. While that might be true, and I will say that, I wanted to say something else, that you don't need to forgive them as a person. Forgiving them as a person, it's very personal. This is hard. What I want you to do, what I want you to think, and in this session I'm going to offer you a different perspective, is you forgive the act, but not the person. The act, but not the actor. Okay? Stick with me. Today's session, you're going to get a very deep realization of why you don't need to forgive your ex as a person, but the act. And once you understand that, it will be so much easier for you to actually let them go and truly forgive for you and not for them. I'm Coach Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. I have a quote that I wanted to tell you. I don't know who wrote it, but it's a really good one. Anger, resentment, and bitterness keep you chained to the one who hurt you. Forgiveness is the blade that cuts you free. Cuts you free. What a beautiful thing. Anger, resentment, and bitterness and unforgiveness is chain. It's like a chain that hurts you. When you forgive, you just cut it. But in order for you to get to the point when you actually forgive, you got to realize some stuff about yourself. And the classic. Let's start with the classical one, that forgiveness is for you, not for them. Forgive, yeah, because it's true. Forgiving doesn't mean reconciling or excuses their behavior. It's about releasing your pain. And you said to yourself, I don't forgive my ex as a person, but I forgive the act of betrayal so I can move on. So you forgive the action. And when you forgive the action, this is where everything changes. And I want to offer you this perspective. You might not gonna like it, but I don't really care because this is the truth. And I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear to pay me. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear to heal. So it goes like this. All people, all people mean well. All people have good intentions towards themselves. All people are selfish, but all people have good intentions. Now, when you are accepting this truth that all people have good intentions and they only do what's good for them at the moment based on where they are, you will realize that nobody is doing anything bad to you or for you. So you say to yourself, but they betrayed me. Yeah, they betrayed you, but they were loyal to themselves. It's loyal to themselves. They convinced themselves that this is the right thing to do. I know you're not liking this. I understand. And probably some of you will drop off at this point, which is okay, but you're not going to hear everything in this video. And it's too bad for you, because if you really want to forgive, you need to hear these things. You got to come to the realization that people mean well, even if it doesn't mean well, if it doesn't serve you, even if it doesn't serve you. That's the problem with most people. We are selfish. Like I said at the beginning, we are selfish. And if somebody do something that does not benefit you, you immediately say, I'm going to hold a grudge. So you hold a grudge, and grudge is a poison. I'm going to hold the poison and drink it every day, ruminating and thinking about them, hoping they will die. That's not going to happen. You're the only one who's poisoning yourself. And when you realize that you're poisoning yourself, you let go of the poison by forgiving. You forgive the act. You say the act that they've done is shitty. The act was not right. The act is not right. The person doesn't matter. The person, it doesn't matter. The person doesn't matter. The act is what matters. You forgive the act, but you don't need to forgive the person. Look at the person as just a physical entity. You need to learn how to separate people from actions, because when you know how to separate people from actions, you will be able to separate their actions from your value. So you say actions aside, value aside, persons aside. So you say they did this, what they did don't affect my value. Most people, when you get betrayed, it really affects your self-esteem. It shouldn't. I know it does, but it really shouldn't. When you understand what I'm telling you here, you separate actions from people. And I see people today as just spirits. And I say, what's demonic spirit operated in this person that caused them to do that? And how can I heal in order for me not to attract these kind of evil spirits and demonic spirits into my life? It changes. Your mind changes. And once your mind changes, everything changes. You become more whole. Like I said, separate the person from the action. You can hate the choice they made without carrying bitterness forever. I forgive the act of lying, but I don't excuse the liar. That's it. Free yourself from emotional prison. Holding on to anger ties you to them. Like I said, forgiveness is an act of cutting the chain. It's letting go of the poison that you hold. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. You can learn the lesson while releasing the weight. So what I want you to do is just to release. After a breakup, you don't need to hold the grudge. You don't need to hold the grudge. And what I want you to do after a breakup, stay with the lesson, but not with the pain. Let go of the pain and stay with the lesson. What have you learned? Not what have you lost. Who you are becoming, not who you were. It's different. Look at it differently. Change your perspective. It will spare you so much unnecessary pain. Forgiveness is a choice. It's a choice. It's not a feeling. Something that I probably should have said at the beginning. Forgiveness is a choice. It's not a feeling. You don't wait to feel ready. You decide to release the pain so healing can begin. You say, today I choose to forgive the act of disrespect so I can have peace. So you forgive. Forgiveness is a choice that you need to make probably thousands of times in a day. I choose to forgive. I choose to forgive. I choose to forgive. You don't say, I forgive and I feel so good. It's not going to happen. It's a choice that you need to stick by. Forgiveness is selfish. It's very selfish. Even though you might believe that forgiveness is for the other person, it's very selfish. You have to do it for yourself. And it's hard for us to do that because we say, if I forgive them, I release them. No. When you forgive them, you don't release them, you release yourself. Most people think that if they forgive someone else, it makes the other person better. No, it makes you less bitter. So forgive, don't forget, for you, not for them. Forgiveness doesn't equal reconciliation. You don't have to take them back into your life just because their act. You can say, I forgive the abandonment, I forgive the betrayal, but it doesn't mean that I'll ever trust you again. That's it. I forgive you for me. I don't forgive you for you. I forgive you for me. You get this? You forgive for yourself. And it is challenging. Like I said, you need to make a decision. Forgiveness is self-healing. It's not about their apologies. It's about your freedom. Even if they never say, I'm sorry, I forgive the act of betrayal so I can move on. You say to yourself, I'm doing it just for myself and I don't even care how it's going to affect them. It's very, very selfish, and you need to be selfish in your healing journey. You got to be selfish. You have to. And I'm going to give you another exercise, intellectual exercise that can help you to forgive the act, but not the person. And it goes like this. Think about, recall something that you've done to somebody. Someone you hurt someone, right? We're not saints. So recall an event where you hurt someone. And just imagine that you're walking up to this person and you say, I'm sorry. And this person's telling you, I wholeheartedly forgive you, brother or sister. Gives you a hug and forgive you. You will feel good, right? You will feel that your apology has been accepted. Now your heart is open. I want you to extend this feeling to your ex and say, even though you didn't say you're sorry, I forgive you for what you've done. I forgive the act and I release you. Extend this. Like you want to be forgiven, you got to forgive. An eye for an eye. And this is what it is. If you need extra help, you guys, please feel free to check the link in the description below for the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program that will help you tremendously to forgive, not forget, to draw the conclusions, and to become the best version of yourself. Plus, if you need more help, get one-on-one coaching with me. All the links in the description below. You can also join our Facebook group for free. So you got free and paid resources. Everything that you need is here. If you cannot afford coaching, or if you cannot afford the program, comment below. What are some of your questions? How can I help you? Because I want to be here for you to guide you. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you so much. God bless you, and I will see you again in the next one. Stay blessed.